All right, lay it down for us, Jamie.
Oh man, 7 days after my birthday.
We're watching
there's
the
the
beginning
intro.
of Mr. Ambulance Driver, and this kid, I believe his name is Jamie.
Jamie.
Jamie, yeah. He was part of a digging crew. I was having a gas pipe installed in one of my new work sheds over there, and him and 4 of his buddies came over on a fairly cold January day and started digging a hole in my backyard. And I was just curious about what they were doing out there, and I started talking with him and all sorts of stuff, and I noticed he was wearing a glove and he was digging reasonably good holes with one hand. And I said, "What's up with why do you just use one hand?" Just out of pure curiosity. And he said, "Well, dude, let me tell you, I was in this weird car wreck." And he took off his glove and he started telling me the story. And you can see a little bit of it at the very front of the video.
It's pretty gnarly.
He tells the story. He was, he's driving. I suppose he's driving the car. I can't really tell from what he says. But anyway, the car flips over and his hand apparently goes outside of the car, and the roof of the car lands on his hand and scrapes it all up. And as he says there, he's sort of running away, noticing that his skin and blood is flapping all over the place. Anyway, they think he's going to lose his hand. They somehow attach his hand to his...
Graft skin from his stomach onto his hand.
Now, were they stuck together? Was that the idea you got? Or they just used skin from down there?
No, they took skin from his stomach to regraft his hand.
But as he told me the story, I told him I was in a band. They said, "Well, you look familiar." I said, "Well, I'm in the Flaming Lips." And they didn't know that much about us, but they knew that we were semi-famous, at least for an Oklahoma City band. And their first reply was, "You should put Jamie in a video because he's a badass dancer." And I thought, well, I don't know if we ever really do, Jennifer Lopez type videos where we have male dancers and stuff in our videos.
I always want to. But,
you always have. Michael's always expressed a lot of interest in it. No comment.
Yeah,
I'm way over here.
leave me out of that one.
But the more I thought about it, not that I was trying to exploit his injuries, but I just thought, well, we're making this song about...
Well, you thought you could do it in some freaky way.
I did, yeah. And because it's about an ambulance, we're using the ambulance in there and the ambulance driver and all that, I thought, well, maybe it would be interesting that this kid tells his story about being in this car accident or whatever. Because the song, I guess, is based on a car accident, the aftermath of a car accident or whatever.
I think my favorite part about this story, or this video, is the fact that he shows up and everyone's talking about what a great dancer he is and how cool it's going to be for him to dance in the video. And I'm like, "So Wayne, what's his dancing like?" And you're like, "I don't really know. I've never seen him dance."
I never
but yet
saw him
he's
dance.
here to dance in the video. That was the best.
And he had a whole crew with him too.
They talked with such admiration. They
But
would
you
say,
trusted him.
I did. Well, I bonded with them over this day of them, and then once I told him I might want him to be in the video. Of course, we talked every day. He's like, "Man, I'll be the best dancer
But you
you've
never
ever
watched
seen."
him dance.
I watched him dance that night, though. No, I mean not before. I figured he'd show up and you'd make a great video no matter what happened, and always needing something interesting to happen. I mean, we're gonna let the audience know that we haven't actually made the video yet. We're watching.
We've shot it, and George has been editing.
We're watching some stuff, but at some point you'll see Clifford, our drummer that we use when we play live. He's playing a drum kit that's actually made out of some reasonably thick giant balloons. And I thought that's a cool gag. Don't you agree, Stephen?
Yes, I do. And let's just hope it doesn't end up looking like the Scandal Goodbye to You video.
Right. I had some reservations, but I believe it was because I was overly tired and maybe stressed out about the whole situation. When we were doing it, I thought maybe it looked like a bad 80s video. Not to say that Scandal made bad videos. It looked to me like...
you can say that. I don't think anyone's gonna.
Well,
He's trying to be polite.
Okay. I just thought I didn't want it to look like that, regardless of what you think of their quality. I didn't want it to look like one of those. But I don't know if we've actually succeeded. I think at the moment the video kind of looks like some of these scenes that maybe you'd see of like a reggae band in Jamaica playing in a little tin shack stage or something over there.